Well, I am back. I apologize. I had to take care of a few things in that break, but they are up and rolling. We got Jed Lampi and William Driskill against Dan Key and Dave Action Man O'Keefe. Willie Driskill at the table. And just checking my phone, which was undercharged. And thanks, Peyton. Hey, good evening. Appreciate it, as always. I didn't get a chance to tell Sean anything on that gay Clarish loss. I'm sorry on that. I just had gotten my phone after the match had ended, and I think they both are gone now. And hey, Carpet Carl, good to see you checking in there, man. I appreciate you. But we are live again. Race to 11, CR Sports Bar, Coon Rapids, Minnesota. It is $700 entry, Scotch doubles, BCA rules. If you're just tuning in, BCA means one of the big differences that if you break and scratch or fall on the break, that you can take the cue ball and put it anywhere on the table. You don't have to put it in the kitchen. And that's one of the big differences. And then also in our Scotch, whoever shoots the 8-ball, a lot of times they'll have it, whoever shoots the 8-ball can't break. But in our format, you can shoot the 8-ball and break the next game too.
I'm on a roll.
Matt Krieger was up here. He did not want to hop in the booth, but we're just talking about his match real quick. So I am back, folks. Sorry about that. And thanks again, everybody, for a little bit of chat there in the stream. My phone is charged up, and we're off and running. Jed, who fled, Lampi at the table now. And William, Sir Willie Driskill, his partner. Up 1-0. And some tips too, and things that they'd maybe do better and stuff from everybody in the community, and I really appreciate it. I love to be able to give something back, and I hope it helps some people with their games some. So thank you as always. Tyler, you're going to get crucified for that, man. You can't. Actually, you can say that thing in this day and age, but man, you're going to get crucified. I'm staying away from that comment myself.
When I hear that shit, I know exactly what.
That's funny though. Oh my. Jed, who fled, checking out that 12 ball. I think it goes by that too, but man, I do not want to shoot it there. There's plenty of room. It's kind of a weird spot, though. You see how that 12 and the 14 is? It gets kind of tough sometimes to clear those balls out when they're like that if you have those two, because you got to go back across. So almost advisable to take one of them and then go back for the other after a couple other balls. But Willie and Jed are playing at a pretty good pace. I don't think either one of them is going to turn into a pumpkin at midnight if we go that long. But if they do, we're going to have it on the stream right here for you all to witness. Man, good shot, Willie. Good shot. Got that ball nice and flat over there. No, Tyler, you don't have to say sorry to me, man. That's on you. Tyler Anderson, that's on you. Your comment is all you, bro. At least you didn't throw out the sandwich comment. You were close, but oh, that's funny stuff. Man, nice shot, Jed. Beautiful. Move that ball off there. You don't have to take that by that too. Move that ball down there and give it a full pocket. Wonderful. Now, there's a few ways to play this there. He could stop draw back even a little, give himself an angle, and use the cue ball to go 1, 2, up table, and then get on the 8. Or he could get down on the bottom rail and draw this ball back across. I kind of like the path of going to the left side rail with the cue ball off that 12, up to the end rail, and then over towards the right, and then getting on the 8 ball. I kind of like that path, just because I don't trust my draw stroke. The 8 goes by the 1 in the upper right corner, though. It does go there, and it's probably safer to do what Willie's doing here. But if he stop shots and just comes back maybe a inch or 2, gives himself a little bit of an angle, there's a 1, 2, 3 rail shape to get on that 8. Now here's the shot. Should be just fine, by the way. Yep, it goes. It goes. Come on, Jed. Yeah, he hit that. If I have a draw stroke like that, I'm shooting that ball every time. I don't have that stroke. Man, you hit that good, Jed. That's a good cue ball. It goes. Willie's been playing some jam-up pool lately. You know who else plays some jam-up pool? Look at those two fellows up there in the right corner of your screen. Look at those two. There's some years of experience there, and those two play some jam-up pool. Mr. Action Man and Mr. Dan Key. John Moore goes by, was it Mr. Smooth or whatever? Dan Key is smooth, man. He has an incredible game. Just a really, really steady game. It's fun to watch him play. And I feel that also that he's one of the, and I'm not saying that others aren't, but Dan is his temperament and things is just, it's incredible to have as a partner. When him and Zach Boss played together as a team, they were like, they were a match. I mean, I'm not saying a match, but I mean, they gelled really, really well. But I think Dan would gel with a lot of people. Definitely one of my favorite people. And this isn't to knock anybody else in the match or anybody else in the tournament, but Dan Key is he's a special player, man. Special person too. And then you talk about the guy next to him, the action man, Mr. Dave O'Keefe. Does a lot for pool, man. He does a lot for pool. Sponsor here, has another facility here in town, and he does a ton for pool. A great member of the community, and you need anything done with your vehicle. Maybe this last snow with that ice and all that, maybe you ran into a chupacabra or hit a embankment or whatever, man. Call them up over at O'Keefe's Collision. They'll take care of you. Quality work. And, man, can't speak enough about those two. Then over on the other side, you got Jed, who fled, Lampi, one of the another just loved player in the community, and Willie Driskill. Willie's been winning stuff left and right. He wakes up and he wins a tournament. He goes to bed and he was winning a tournament in his sleep. I mean, he's been winning left and right. Just had won the Vets tournament over the weekend that was hosted here at CR's. Phenomenal player. Known Willie, from, not to age myself, but it was a while ago. First met him down here in the cities, and strong pool player. Played on the league team with him as well, and man, all these guys that play in these matches, though, everyone plays so good. Just plays so good. So live again, CR Sports Bar, 2-0 lead, race to 11. Jed Lampi at the table. I don't really like breaking these balls out off this ball. I do like breaking them out off the 10 on the side, though. That'll work, though. That'll work. 12 goes in that same pocket, so 12 goes, 10 goes. Everything's sitting there for you guys. So I had a item that I was going to give away on this stream. However, my memory ain't what it used to be, and it turns out I actually gave that item away a couple months ago to someone playing one pocket, and it was a one pocket shirt. So the giveaway is off for tonight, but I do have a. I want to do this over a few matches and a few nights of commentating, and I'm trying to figure out a way that'd be fair for everybody, but also something where you just can't look it up online, like some kind of a trivia question or maybe a random number on my phone. You know, there's a few different ways to do it, but I have an item I ordered a while back, and the size is the same size of what I wear a lot of my shirts and sweatshirts and stuff, but the maybe the country of origin or whatever, their size is a couple steps down the ladder. So just say if I can say it, but I've got a hoodie, and it's if anybody follows like online in the pros and all that, there's a guy named Dominic Dunn. And he has a thing called the Dunsky Dungeon, and you know, not trying to cross promote anything like that, but it wasn't inexpensive. But I want to give that away, and I'll bounce around a few ideas. If anybody on the stream has thoughts or ideas and about, you know, maybe creative or fair ways to do it, I'm open to it. But I'm not going to do it in one thing. I want to have kind of a way to run this over a couple of nights of streaming, because it's not an inexpensive hoodie, but I'm not going to wear it, and I'd love for somebody to have a chance to win it. So we'll revisit that, all right? But it's a very sharp hoodie, and people that know me from pool or whatever know that I'm kind of fond of hoodies. If you've noticed, happen to wear one pretty often. And this thing is sick, is what they say. It's sick. It's sick looking, and we'll figure something out. So stay tuned. Action Man Dave O'Keefe at the table now, working on solids. His partner up there, Dan Key, behind him. And I believe that is the Derby City Classic shirt that Dave is sporting. It's a sharp shirt, too. Look at that. So Dan Key at the table. The 3 goes in the side. Every solid has a ball as a pocket, but what you do with the cue ball from here, I don't know if you can run the cue ball into the 9 ball. If he misses the 9 ball, it's still going to be okay, because you're going to have the 3 and the 4. But they did run to the 9. There you go. It's all right. It's not bad. 3 goes in the lower left corner. 1's got a pocket. 4's got a pocket. 2's got a pocket. I'm not sure if he can. Yeah, he can make the 3 now, I think. Yeah. Interesting here. I think Dave put him in a good spot, but I think Dan just has a few options. Tyler, this is a Scotch tournament, so $700 entry. I don't want to butcher your last name. Is it? But yeah, it's a $700 Scotch entry tournament. This is still the first round. And I believe the payouts, I might be wrong on this, is was it $8,000 and $5,000 for this tournament? First and second only paid. And then they do have side pots as well that people have drawn. For $100, you get randomly drawn. So, and typically we'll have matches on Friday nights starting at 6. If you look on CR Sports Bar Facebook page or Jerry Johnson's Facebook page, it'll be posted. So thanks for tuning in, man. We appreciate it. And usually, well, not usually, but all the time they're capped at Fargo between the two players, and that number does change with each event because they try to mix up the teams a little bit. So. This guy plays some jam-up pool. I believe he goes down to the Derby City most every year. I don't want to speak for him, but I think he does go down there every year, participates. One of the long-time sponsors here in the stream, too. There's a lot for pool. Now, Dan can slide into the 9-ball with the cue ball off this 4. And if he catches it thin on the right side, he'll take the 8 in the lower left. If he catches it and goes through it, he'll take the 8 to the right. I think 8 will go in the same pocket, though. Nope. Did catch it a little bit more full, so they'll just take it in the lower right pocket. And this is a scenario, not to sidetrack on this, but I brought this up in the last tournament. And I know this will probably never fly. Jerry actually kind of gave it a thought for a half second, which might have just been maybe to make me feel good about bringing it up. But I kind of think it'd be interesting to have one of these tournaments, not only in a Scotch, but like in a singles tournament. Smash. Got a ball. And not a bad spread either. Look at these. Look at these. Oh, boy. Look at the solids. Look at the solids here. Stripes ain't bad either. Only thing with stripes would be that 15 ball. But is he taking stripes? Is he taking the 12? Is he taking the 1? Yeah, Ken, a score chart with a half a point available. So on your score sheet, you just have, I don't know, whatever. I haven't thought into it that much, but that would do it too. On a score sheet, you have a half a point. So you go last pocket and you pick up a half a point. So on your digital screen, instead of saying like 2 to 1, 2 to 5, or 2 to 4, 2.5 to 4. All of a sudden, you're down a game and a half, and you win that game and go last pocket. Tie, bada bing, bada boom. Tie match, just like that. Yeah, I thought he'd take solids, and that's a good ball to start out on. 6 ball next. Come over and get on the 1 or the 2. And then I would use one of those balls to go back to the 3. Come back down table for the 1 or the 2, whichever one's left, and then that'll put me on the 4. You might end up just taking the 3 right now, too. Yeah, that'll work good. That was a good shot. I don't mind taking the 3 right now. If I can hold that ball just kind of not really coming off the rail too far in the middle of the table, then I can just take the 2 next, and then the 1, and then the 4. I think the 3 is sitting really good right now to take. But you can come back for it, too. Taking the 1? Oh. I don't know. I thought the 8 went in the side. Must not have. Or it might have been hard to get on, too. Over in the booth, it's easy to get on these balls, but it's a different thing when we're at the table. Shooting over a ball a little bit. Typically what I like to do, which I don't know if it's the right thing or not, but when I'm over a ball like that, I like to choke up on the cue some. You know, move my hand up closer on the wrap up to the upper part of the wrap, and then I shorten up my stroke. Then I also, when it's like that over a ball too, I like to press the cue a little bit more into my side. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. Ouch. I like to press it into my side a little bit, and then have that. I use my side kind of as a guide to make sure I'm kind of hitting it square. So like over a ball like that. I don't think he can jump this either. If you jump it, you're not going to get a shot on the 8-ball. But how about jump to the right side of the table and take the 4 in the lower left corner? That would be a hell of a shot. But that, if you go that way, that does put you on the 8-ball too. And he's going to do the proper thing instead of my circus shots and go at a different direction. I'd agree with this too, because my jump, back cut, kick, breakout is not an easy task. So he's going to take this up in the upper left corner off the 10. Not bad, man. Not bad. You're in a tough spot there. Fortunate. And Dan is so unfortunate, too, because that ball was right by the corner of the 9-ball. Took it off that. He didn't mean to. And that happens a lot for me. I don't know if it does for you guys out there, and guys and gals, but like if a ball's by the pocket and I don't want to go off it, I do. But if I do want to go off it, I shoot the ball straight in the hole and I avoid that ball. It's just a phenomenon that us amateurs kind of have to deal with, I guess. Got a little one-pocket game going on number 11 right now. William Driskill at the table. Up 3-1, race to 11. Shot, got a good angle on that ball too. Instead of being flat, got yourself a nice angle to come off that rail. Well done. I'd like to float down enough to where I can take the 10 and then come back for those other balls, just like that. Well done, Jed. Well done. Willie might not like the way that's going to move the 9-ball. You want to be there. Playing it smart. Ooh, he came up a little bit light, though. Oh, yeah, he was trying to get the cue ball back more in the middle of the table, and now they got some work to get back on that ball. Jed's going to draw back on this. There you go, yeah. Oh, that works. Very nice, very nice. Now, Willie can draw into the 9, but I think he's going to go to the rail and then come out above it. Take the 9 in the same pocket. Just there. Now, here's an example. If Jed were to take this 9 down there, go down to the bottom rail, spin over the right side of the 8, there's a 1.5. But let's just keep it real. These guys, are we shooting straight in 8-balls? It must be nice, huh? Shot. Good out, too. Good out. You and your tray of potato chips and your Long Island tea. Oh, 1-4. Dan Key at the table. 14 goes in the side. Not a problem. 13, or is that the 12? That goes in the left side. Not a problem. Everything goes. I'd like to take this 10. How about going across and coming back? See how that cue ball is going right there? How about, going across and then coming back out and maybe trying to get on that 14 and 13 at that point. But that 13 leads you down to the 8. Really nice. So leaving that for your last ball. So 11 will go in the upper corner. 15 will probably go in the lower left corner. Looked like Dave was eyeing up down here. The 14 does go down in that lower left corner now, but Dave's doing the right choice here. Yep, good shot. This is going to be a dicey ball to get on perfect. It's easy to get to where, and he did. He hit it really good. It's easy to get. It's easy to get where the angle's a little bit off. He might have ended up doing that anyways. And then now you from coming below this ball, you're actually shooting so the cue ball is going to go up away from the 8 ball. These guys are a lot of experience between these two. I'm not trying to say either one of them's old either. I'm just saying there's a lot of experience. And then in the upper left corner there, Willie and Jed. A lot of experience there too. These matches are just, it sounds like we just beat the horse to death, but these matches are just loaded with teams. Just loaded. Hey, the postman checking in from Indian Rocks Beach, Florida. Hope you're doing well down there, Jim. And say hi to Jason Schlau when you're up at his place up there. We miss him up here in Minnesota. I know he's got a room down there in Florida and doing pretty well. So, sorry. Oh, what a bad kiss on the side. I think that was going on the side anyways. But, yeah, the brackets are not on Digital Pool. Most often, Tyler, what you do is, again, on CR Sports Bar or Jerry Johnson, after the matches are done, usually like, beginning of the next week or so, you'll see the brackets posted and updated there.
How's Jerry doing these days?
And then they do have side pots that they run on these too where, people put 100 up and then get drawn randomly and they get a team, so. But yeah, it's not on Digital Pool. Jed who fled at the table. I'm liking solids here. I like that too. Yeah, I'm liking solids a lot. Look at that 6 ball. What an ugly. I've talked this all the time, but look at that 6 ball. What an ugly place for a pool ball. I actually call for the abolishment of pool balls in that spot on the table. I think if it's agreeable by both opponents that ball gets spotted. But anybody that plays me knows if there's a ball there, I'll lose the game trying to move that ball rather than shoot it. I hate a ball in that area right there, this 6 ball. Anything from a diamond in on the side pocket on the rail right there, I just absolutely loathe those balls. I hate shooting them. I hate shaping them off of them. I'll lose the game trying to move that ball when I don't have to. These guys are looking pretty fluid to start out. I've done these matches for a few years now, and I gotta say that one of I watch like a lot of one pocket and other matches, but like Collins Newey and then like Jeremy Jones, these one pocket. Some of these other commentators that do these pro matches, I have so much respect for them because I don't know how they pull these 12, 16 hour runs in the booth. I mean, that is phenomenal job, you guys. That is a long time. I know they take breaks here and there, but holy cow! 10 o'clock until like 2 in the morning. Oh boy! Then get up and do it again the next day. A lot of respect for those guys. Do a lot of commentary. One goes lower left corner. And here we go again. There's another chance for our last pocket. Pick up a game and a half. Shot. Good shot. Get up a little bit. Oh, beautiful cue ball. Well done, Willie. Man, he's been playing good lately. Jed who fled. Draw back. Side rail. 8-ball, same pocket. Game and a half. There you go, Willie. Smooth. Good shot. Good shot. I apologize, but those two are the ones that were brought up tonight to me. So 5-2, race to 11. And got a ball. Nope. Nope. Nothing. Dry. So yes, Dunsky Dungeon hoodie. I'll be giving it away over the course of a few of these nights. Got a couple ideas though again how to do the drawing for it. So definitely you want to subscribe. Only people that are subscribed would be eligible to win. It's not that hard. Just go on your browser or app, and there's a big button right there that says subscribe. You just got to click it. And that's it for that part of it. You don't have to like the stream, although if you do, we appreciate that too. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever, We love you anyways. But definitely subscribe. Thank you. Everything goes on solids here too. The one transition that they'll be working on though to get out is getting down to the 2-ball or the 1. Either ball feeds to the other if they're shaped. Hold up. That's all right. The thing I don't like about the 6 is that the 6 doesn't get you down table to 2 and 1 very easy. I kind of feel that if I was Dave in that spot, that I would have shaped the 6 from that shot. Because the 3 will get me down to the 2 and 1. The 7 will, but the 6, you almost got to be on the rail so you can draw straight down to the left of the 11. If you go over to the right side of the table off that, you're running into trouble. You're running into stripes. And that's my observation on that. Not saying they can't still get out here, because they certainly can. But any ball like that, I look in a pattern, or if we're looking at the table, Dan got him on the 6 now. I look at the ball. Okay, what ball is tough to get from that end of the table down to here? This ball. So I want to get this one out of the way, because the other balls will make it easier to get down there. I think that's important. If you can. I mean, there's sometimes where the layout or the run out you might not be able to do that. But for example, right now, let's say you're on the 6. How are you going to get back down to the 2 and the 1? But now it's easy. What a good shot, man. That's like a perfect spot right there. If I've got ball in hand, I'm probably going on that line right there. Just draw, slide down. If you get on the 2, great. If not, you're on the 1. Very nice. Yep. See, now the 2 will get you the 1 will get you the 2. Either way. Well done. Shot. Stay off the rail. Oh, that's all right, though. That was a good out by these guys. It was a good out. Navigated, took care of that 6, and well done. Well done. Got a ball. Pretty decent looking spread. Especially if that 4 goes. Oh, boy. However, make that 4. That 9 might go over and ruin the party for the 3. You know what, Jim? Bless your heart. Bless your heart, man. I love you, dude. You've got it. I was gonna say that, but I figured I'd let a more knowledgeable viewer bring it up. But you are exactly right. Cheesecake is loaded with vitamins. I preach it, brother. Preach it. I could not agree more. In fact, I think it's actually has more nutritional value than lettuce or carrots. I said what I said. I will say this, though, in all the commentary, I know I've given some decent and some good advice sometimes in pool. Do not take dietary advice from me. Okay. I'm sure you can look at my Facebook and say, okay, I'm not going to follow his dietary advice. But for the sake of this discussion, yes, cheesecake is loaded with vitamins and is very highly nutritious for you. It's got a couple of the food groups. What's up, Gordy? It's got some carbs. Some other bad or good stuff, I mean. Oh, my. He's going to make this and then run into the 4. It goes. Oh, watch out, cue ball. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, bad rolls we often bring on ourselves. You know, that was kind of 50-50. The cue ball kind of floated some, but that was kind of a bad roll, man. It didn't have to do that, right? Sometimes I think the pool gods are just sick, twisted individuals because they like me commentating, bring up the worst case scenario sometimes, and pool can just be so mean to us sometimes. We do so many things right and get rewarded a lot of times, and then we can do so many things right in pool, and you just get the shaft. You know what I mean? You just get shafted. That's not right. If pool was that way, you know how it is. If you have a friend like that, you're probably not going to be friends with them your whole life. But for some reason, this dang game, we can't have enough. You know, we just can't get enough. It's got a cruel side to it, but we just keep coming back from our don't we? Gotta love it. It's a great game. It's a great sport, and we got a wonderful community up here in the Midwest and Minnesota. And you people are great. We really do have a wonderful community. There's so many people that are willing to help each other out and and it's a clean community, and it's great. We all should pat ourselves on the back a little bit for it, because when you see so many of the juniors coming up through like they do, not only pat on the back to the junior programs, but we as a community also give them an environment that they can prosper in. And that's for all of us. We do really well, and you know what, the juniors are going to carry the torch for us, and it's a great community up here. Gotta love it. And that doesn't come easy either. There's a lot of people in this community that work for that, and we owe everybody just a good pat on the back, because we do good. Willie and Jed here are up 6-3. Look at them. Smash. Very nice. Now there is a breakout from this 11 onto that 14-13. Willie's probably going to have to take a bridge. I think most everybody would take a bridge, and unless you shoot it left-handed, and with some low left, come off that ball and run right into that 14-13. And then stripes are runnable. Just like that. Get on the ball, get on the ball. Good shot, good shot. 9 goes in the lower left corner. And stripes are runnable. Ooh, wow. Wow. Treat it like a valley, Jed. Man, that was a big pocket. That was a big pocket. Good shot. Good shot. So again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. And if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do. We appreciate the support. And Friday night, beautiful up here in the Minnesota tomorrow. I think it's going to be like in the low 50s or something. Absolutely beautiful. But right now, here tonight, we've got the second half of our doubleheader, and two solid teams. It's pretty good here. I like going from this 12. Obviously, come back for the 10, but from the 10, I like going around 1, 2, 3 rails and get on the 14 right over. See where he is there. You can get straight on if you want, but I still like running the cue ball 1 to the lower right side rail, down to the bottom rail, over the left side rail. You can come back, withdraw. You can go follow straight in and come back across if you want to. There's a few ways to get there. I like punching it with some top right and running it around 3 rails, though. Just like that. Give yourself an angle to slide over, and there you go. Perfect. Now you can hit it with draw and go over to the right side rail, or you could punch it and kind of stun it a little bit and go up to the upper end rail. Get over, get over, get over. That'll work. Good shot, Jed. Good shot. It's easy to hit that ball and go over to the right side rail and come out like where the 2 is in that area. It's easy to get that real steep shot off that ball. But he hit that one good. Now you just got to avoid any kind of a scratch. You don't want to catch the 2 or catch the 1, find the side pocket or anything. Good shot. Nice out again. Got the 1. They're still running. And, oh, boy, look at these solids. They're out again. You going to take stripes? Take stripes, too. Either one of them. Stripes or solids. Pick them. Both are runnable. Very runnable. I think I might agree with Willie here. I think I might like stripes better. I don't know if I like that 11 off the 4 on the side, though. But... No, is that the 13 ball? I'm sorry. But you really, I don't think you can go wrong with either suit here. 7 in the side, though. If you went 7 in the side with follow, you could bring the cue ball all the way down to the bottom rail and get on the 6, and then it's elementary. Or you could even just draw over the rail, take the 2. 7 gives you a lot of options. I don't want to take stripes and have to shoot this ball off the 4 on the side, though. I don't like that. See, yeah, and that's what he's looking at. Because one thing that could happen, the 4 could come down, maybe get on the 9 or something. Not likely, but with this kind of a wide open table, I don't know if you have to shoot that ball. How about just? Well, here we go. I think you can go into the upper rail with right English and come back out, but. Well, Jed, you're shooting that off the 4 now. Which isn't a bad shot either. I'm not good at these balls. I always end up hitting the ball too square and it just sits there. Jed might take the 9. Yeah, I'm with you on this. Watch the scratch in the upper left corner, though. Off the rail, nope, he hit it good. Jed, I was going to say, if he makes that ball, Jed is in a hurry. He's getting 2 in 1 shot. Now, you shoot the combo now, you're probably not going to get a better look at it. Now, you're probably not going to get a better look than this right here. If you don't think that ball goes in the side, Willie, I think you have to shoot it. It's not really a bad combo either. 14 should hold over there on that by that rail. Yeah, it just seems kind of weird, doesn't it, Willie, having to shoot a combo? You got 5 balls on the table. They're all pretty much open. If that ball goes in there, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not at the table. The thing is that 12 doesn't really get you on a ball very well either. It does get you on. You can get on the 10. Yeah, you got this, Willie. And then if you miss, I'm going to root for the other team. So 14-10 combo. Nope, missed it. Oh, it did. Oh, it almost went anyways. Holy. I thought he missed that ball by a way, way bigger margin than that. So now the 6 is a little tough. It does go in the lower right corner, though. 7 is a little bit of an issue. And the starting shot isn't really a piece of cake either. Oh, he's got the 4. I thought he might have to do the 3-4 combo. It's getting late. Good shot. Now, I almost feel that I would take the 3 here and try to get on the 6. No, that's too much of a steep cut. Never mind. You have to come back for it. But not only do you have to deal with the 6, you got to deal with the 8 ball too. So if you come down for the 6 on the left side of it, you got to get almost perfect to be able to do the 8 next. So you almost need another ball up table. You need one of these balls by the side to stay up there, the 5 or the 3. Unless you take the 3 now and try to clear that 10 ball out of there, which I think I'd be all in with him on this too. I like this. Careful you don't fall it in though. Bump it, bump it. Oh man, that was a nice try. Holy cow, that was a nice try. Man, that was a nice try. He hits that 10 and it's golden. But thing is too is if he hits that 10 and that cue ball might be a little bit more to the right. Pick up a little bit of speed off that. That was a good shot. So close to knocking that 10 ball in. Man, it gets easier then, except for the 7, but it's not really a hard ball to get on. 2 gets you there. The thing I wouldn't want to do, though, is leave the 7 to get me on the 8. So I'd like to have the 5 out there. So I take the 2 right now. Because I think the 5 gets me on the 8 way better than the 7 will get me on there. And this 2 isn't easy either, but because if you have the 7 as your last ball, and from our view, if you're below it, you're not getting on the 8. I mean, you can, but you got to shoot it into that 10, and that's no cinch either. Hey, thank you, admin, too. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the stream as always, and everybody else, hope you're enjoying the stream. We're live at CR Sports Bar. We are in, of course, Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Might try to move the 7 off this even. But with speed, you're going to be right there. Man, he's perfect spot on that cue ball, though. I don't think I would try to move that ball. I think I would have done exactly what he did. I think that's the right play, because if you bump the 7, it may come down past that side pocket and not have a pocket. I think that was the right play. But now if you're Willie and Jed, oh boy. They're sitting pretty good for him. The only thing that might get a little dicey is this combo. You know, catches the edge of the 10 and then it comes running off or something. Well, now I think you take the 10 anyways and then just shoot the 14 up in the corner. Probably even better. It's always kind of dicey, though. You know, if you had to shoot the combo, the ball catches the 10 thin, maybe goes up and, you know, you got the 8 ball between you and the cue ball now. So I don't think you shoot that, Willie. I think you shoot the 10 and then just take that 14 up in the corner. Because if this, well, if you hit it like that, you can do that. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Man, that is very good. Good stroke on that one too, Jed. Very fluid. 8-3. Race to 11. Nasty. But since I load up on vitamins with the cheesecake in my diet, I cut that down to 2 weeks. Maybe Josh should start eating some cheesecake and get healthy. Just saying. Watch Willie going to take this 2 and bump that 1 ball off the rail. Nice shot. Eight and 6, yeah, you're right, Ken. I'm sorry, 8 and 6, you're right. Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me on that. You're right. Yes, it's 8 and 6 for payouts. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
We've been there.
Man, these guys are playing playing pretty smooth. These two. The 1 will get you on the 8. The 5 will get you on the 4.
I wish you hadn't said that. I'd rather not.
5 will get you on the 7 too. I'm probably taking the 3, 5, 7. Then I go 2 rails on the 7, get into the 4. Then I take the 1. might not be the best pattern, but that's one route. There's a lot of ways to get out here. There's a lot of ways to get out here. Hey, thanks, Jerry. I appreciate it. Thank you. Ken, as far as telling your wife you were right about something, I'm not going to get involved. She can watch the stream and hear me say that you were right, but but yes, you were right. You had the payouts correct. Absolutely, man. Thank you again. So he wants to get up almost to where you almost have to be above the line on this ball. Not by much, though. Just like, man, right there, Willie. That is really good. Maybe a little bit higher, but that should work out fine. The thing you don't want to have to do is you shoot the 1 and then bump into that 12. And Jed hit that good. That was really good. Willie had him in the right spot. These two are running very, very well together. And I know these matches can typically run long. I mean, you run into a lot. So they're playing a team that is just really, really in sync right now. And they're making balls in the break, too. And here we go again. Solid, so runnable. The 6 will go in off the 10 on the side. 7's got a pocket. Ain't that the truth? I'm going to butcher. I don't want to know what that stands for, but AFOTF admin. Ain't that the truth, man? You can't raise no victory flag, can you? In fact, that's probably the worst thing you can do in a situation, in an argument with a woman, is to raise a victory flag. Because watch out. You are messing with fire if you do that. I'm going to declare myself the winner of this one. Oh, boy, watch out. So now the 7 will get him to the 6. And well done, well done.
Especially if there's liquor or beer in there.
I think you take the 4, then the 3, and then you the 6 I want to take off the 10. And just gently have it bump the 8. And really the ideal thing would be actually to have the 3 in play still. 6 off the 10, bumps the 8, 4 out of the way, and then you have the 3 next. 3 puts you on the 7, 7 puts you on the 1. But I think the 8 actually might even go off the 10 from the other direction. That's what Willie was eyeing up. The reason about the 6 off the 10 this way now is that with the 3 out of play, you might have a difficulty going from the 1, 7 and back to it. Looks like Willie wants to. What's that song? Willie won't go. You can't catch Willie because Willie won't go. Who sings that? Was that not Sha-Na-Na, or was it? Maybe somebody will tell me in the stream. But Willie's a friend of mine too, but I always think of that song for some reason. And man, he is playing some jam-up pool. Well, here we go, folks. This will be interesting how they navigate this now. Yep, that'll work.
I can't wait to slip it
Nope.
for this place.
Here's where it'd be nice to have a couple balls on the table. like the 3-ball. But I should just zip it because these guys are running out from everywhere. So, here we go. Yep, it goes. Very nice. Wow, what a good out. There was a lot of room over there. Good you are. If you're sitting in a chair, it's tough to win. Man, look at Jed's break again. Wow. You're going to take solids. Take the 2. Come around. Nah, back cut that 14. Use the 3-ball to hold the cue ball. Shape the 11. These guys have this figured out way more than I do, or better than I do. This is impressive. They're playing really well. And again, Dan and Dave have not done things wrong. They just up against a team that is playing really well, breaking well, and they're really in sync on their patterns. Ooh. Might have maybe a little bit better angle than that, but so I think now the 15 to the 10 is a small little area there to get on the 11, but these guys have handled everything else so well. I don't think it's a concern. Willie might draw back. Nope. I say Willie might take this 15, draw back to the rail, and come back out in the middle of the table. But I don't. He doesn't play that reckless. He ain't doing that. If he shoots that 11 off this 15, see that right there. That there's just a little spot right there. If you go too far. If you go too short, you got this kind of a shot. If you go too far, you don't get on it. But this is very doable here. A lot of right English on this. Go into the rail and have the English take you up in between the 11 and 4. He's going to have to really put a good stroke on this ball. You don't have to get all the way up to the rail, though. You just got to get back across somewhere in the middle of the table. Oh. That was a tough little area there. The ball that before that, and Jed just got too straight on that 15 ball. If he got it to where the cue ball could have come down towards the bottom of the table, not far, just a couple inches, would have made it a lot easier for Willie. But you can't fault these guys for anything. Played almost flawless in this entire match. Very impressive.
Now that y'all got me at the front counter, I gotta get a haircut. I gotta dance all the time. Too much pressure, man. That's why I need 10% of the 50% of the business.
Jed's break has been phenomenal this match, too. He has broken really, really well. If he makes this, he'll have position on the 8. I think he'll have the 8 in the side pocket, left side. Well, here we go. It's not insurmountable, but yeah, they go from 0 to 90 to 100 just like that. down 3-10 is that's a lot to make up. But I mean, it can be done. I know one match was like what 9-1, and the other team came back. So this is not unprecedented.
I'm down. This is the most efficient way to.
Oh, good try. Ball in hand though. I like taking the 1 here, lower left corner, and draw back to get on the 7, 4, or the 6. I've got 3 balls that I can shape there. If I don't like any of them, I've got the 3. But the 1, just give myself an angle to slide up past the side pocket. Because then the 2-5 is easy. They feed off each other. Now you got to come back for the 1 ball, which isn't a big deal. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get out here, but I just feel that with ball in hand there, I think I'm 99.5% certain I would have taken that 1 ball. Just drew back, past the side, and if I got the 7, there's 3 balls go to that 1 upper left corner pocket. But this is easy anyways. I mean, 5 goes in the lower right, then 1 goes in the side. It's no big deal. So many ways to get out. Good shot. So now we got to navigate these few. Pretty, nothing really difficult here. Good shot. Now, do you come down to the bottom rail and bring the cue ball up in between the 2-5, or do you float the cue ball down and get on the 5? I like coming up above and getting on either one of those balls next, just because if I get a weird angle in the 5, just like that. Good shot. So now 1 feeds off the other. The 5 gets you back on the 2, or the 2 gets you on the 5. You know what I mean? If you get on the 5 in the side, let's say you're below it, and then you run into the 8 ball off the cue ball, then you're a little bit tougher, you know. Good stuff. Just to put them 4-10. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. And thumbs up, thumbs down if you enjoy it. But definitely subscribe. We appreciate the support. 4-10, race to 11. Went to a head ball break now. And they got a ball too. This table is tough to, notoriously been tough to make balls on. That's why I get, it's nice to see people making balls, and then you get a chance, you know, obviously to run out, but this table is just can be tough to make balls on. I have trouble on any table with my break. There's people that know my game very, very well aware of, but this one here is just, it's tough sometimes. I've seen some of the best players and breakers of 8-ball actually even go to the second ball just to kind of curtail the runouts a little bit. In case they don't make a ball, and then, you know, just having a wide open table and somebody running out on them, so. Does he have the 4? Yeah, he's got the 4. The 1 goes in the lower left, and I don't think it goes in the lower right. Past the 8-ball. I don't think it goes to the lower right. I know it does go to the lower left though once the 6 is out of the way.
So he's like, so 40 and Billy jumped up first, and he was gonna push back the Michael, the old man.
So now
I yanked it out of the tank. Picked it up again. He said, "What? You want to go?" I said, "Man."
get on the 2 obviously from there, but the 2 to one of the other balls is going to be tough.
For me, like, as a man, you have to recognize your surroundings. So if you don't see certain things, you have to see coming.
So the 1 does go by the 6 anyways. So you almost got to get an angle on this 2 to be able to float down and maybe get on the 6 because of where it's laying. I don't know if Dan can get on an angle to where Dave can draw from the 2, go back up to the end rail, and then spin over to get on the 7. I don't know if that's feasible. But I do think that from where he's at right now, I think you can get on the 6. It's just a small window down there, though. He's going to have to cheat this pocket a little bit, too. And with some follow, float out, and this is going to be a tough one. He's going to draw back. He's going to draw back off the end row. Try to get on the 7, I believe.
But I was like, I wait until.
Yep, got on that.
I wait, I watch it, I'm looking at it, I'm like, nah, I need to. It's like double dutch. I was like, nah, I don't need to.
Now, if Dan can take the 7, run into the 11 ball, that'd be a good spot. I think the 11 then would actually go over the 6. Oh, I don't think it'd mess it up if you hit the square. Like that. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. It did run into the 6, though, but he hit it firm enough to where it opened back up for him. Now the position play on here, I think, is to take the 1 on the side and then bump into the 8 with the cue ball gently and just take the 8 in the lower right corner. I think it sits as it is now. I think you can almost stop shot to 6 and give him a little bit of a back cut on the 1 and then bump the 8. Yeah, from there. Yep. Just a nice little. You don't have to move the 8 much either. I think it'll just bump maybe a couple inches. I'd be surprised if the 8 actually will move to the right of that stripe down there. Is that the 14 ball? Be very surprised if it ends up to the right of there. Depending on where this ends up, though. Yeah. Dan might punch it a little bit firmer, but I don't think he. What's it look like on the side? Yeah, I don't think he has to move it much. He can if he wants, but one thing you don't want to do is scratch or maybe make the 8 on this shot, or have the 8 go past the stripe and the cue ball have the stripe in between, just like that. Perfect, absolutely perfect. It did go to the right of the stripe. Very good shot. Very nice out, you guys. That was well done. I'm rooting for these guys to. He didn't get a ball, but I was going to say I'm rooting for these guys to put a 6-pack together. At least put a 5-pack together, right? Get it to Hill. So now Jed and Willie actually had to sit down for a little bit, but stripes are sitting pretty good here. 10 has to get out of the way, and then that 13 has a pocket. Could take the 12 right now, run down to the rail, take the 15 up in the corner if you want, then come back for the 10. 10 gets you on the 9 in the side, left side, and then you got the 11. Gets you down for the 13. Following along at home? So yeah, 12, roll down. In fact, on the 12, you get down here and get on the 10 now too if you want. Oh, he missed that. He missed that by a lot. Ooh, boy. Yeah, he missed that ball by a lot. Holy cow. Did not expect that. I'm not sure if he can make that 10 ball without banking it. And I know down 5-10, this isn't the right shot, but if you take that 12 in the upper right corner, that 15 ball is solved. And nobody's established yet, so it's still an open table. Yeah, I don't like that shot. I really don't. But I tell you what, that opens up the table. You make that 12 in the upper right corner, stripes win the game. In fact, the 15 doesn't even actually have to get moved. The 15 is makeable. But Dan doesn't have a potable ball on the stripes unless he banked the 10. You could really go rogue and jump the 14 in the side pocket. Don't do that at home, but that is another shot. That is going rogue. I think maybe he can make this ball. Nope. Playing the safety. Pretty smart. Smart and patient. So it would be up to Willie now to come up with a safety back, and really that cue ball getting right in that same spot is a really good location. The 12 could, the 12 could fix that problem over there, but cue ball, not a good cue ball though. And here we go. 6-10 is looking like it's going to happen. 9 goes in the lower right corner. Goes on the left side, too. 8 ball goes in the lower right corner. Every stripe has a pocket now. You could take the 10, slide up, cue ball up into the 6 ball. That's not a bad starting spot right there. 10 lower right corner. Cue ball slide right up into the 6. Try to hit it square. You don't have to run into that ball, though, either, but you go around it, go to the rail, and come up above it. Just like that right there. Oh, no. Cut a hanger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kind of shot that quick. I don't know if that's his normal style, but it seems like he made up his mind and then shot it quick. It's weird how a diamond table can do that, though, how you can catch a point or catch part of that rail, and often they're going to roll in, but sometimes it just seems like it just grabs and it says, and the ball holds. Or even you have one that goes back and forth a few times between the points and holds up. It's just be frustrating sometimes. Sometimes these pockets play so open. Like there was a shot a few games ago where Jed hit and it was like a 3-railer and it went, he's straight in. Then it went boink, doink, doink and went in. And then you get a ball like that should go in and then it hangs. It's just can be frustrating for sure as a pool player. But they are. I don't know if that 13 goes up table. Yeah, it does. It actually does. It goes up to the corner he just walked by. It goes up in that pocket right there. So you don't really have to move it. It does go, though. Yeah, it goes up in the upper corner. That shot that Jed missed in this rack here, his first opening shot was like, maybe my memory's off, but I think that might have been the only bad shot that Jed's hit this entire match. Was that ball that he missed. Yeah, recycling. I think you're talking about Dan Key. He's won this before with Zach Boss, if that's who you're talking about. Yes. And phenomenal player. Yeah, that ball goes up there, Willie. It goes up in that corner. The thing of it is, though, is that you got to get back over there at some point to take the 8. Oh. Now I think I take that ball. I think I shoot this ball up into the corner. Because it does go.
How we doing, Mark?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good. 10-5.
Yeah, I figured I'd jump in for the last part of the commentary here, maybe one game.
Jed who fled at the table. See, that 11, it does go up in that corner, doesn't it?
It looks like it does. I mean, if it does, I think I would shoot it now. You can kind of nip draw back a little bit, 9 in the side.
Yeah, well, the thing is on that 11, too, I don't know if you're going to get back on that ball to where you want to shoot it. The 9 can go on the side, but I don't think you can get above the 10 to where you can come down and take the 11 up there. I think you almost have to take it now, don't you?
You mean 13, 10?
Is that the 13? Yeah.
13 and then the 10?
13. And then I know I like coming back for the 9 off the 13.
Yeah, the little nip draw shot.
But I don't like taking the 9 and then trying to get back on that 13.
No, yeah, that's...
Well...
So this isn't bad either. You can shoot the 10 and then play for the 9, and then it's pretty relative. It's easier to get on the 8 into the bottom right.
Yep. And he might be able to take the 9, bump into the 4, and then have the 4-7 clear, and the cue ball gets over on the left side of the table. Then he has a 10. But
yeah, you could. I mean, I personally don't like bumping balls if I don't have to, but
yeah, that's even better. You just draw straight back. He's on the 8.
right.
I just got to draw straight back. Don't get too overzealous, and right there you go.
Well, I mean, as long as you don't scratch, even if you get to the rail, I think you get a shot at the 8.
Yeah. That should do it. Man, what a match. These two played very, very well. Very nice.
All right, well, I'm done commentating. That was a lot of effort on my part. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Good chatting with you, Mark.
Quite the stretch in the booth, man.
I do what I can.